Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I'm here with my first layout using my March hip kit, and I am going to do this picture of me on Valentine's Day. I was standing next to a flower arrangement that my husband had sent me. So I'm going to use these two little 6x6 paper pad pieces, and those are from We Are Memory Keepers, and those actually came in the February hip kit, but I saved them to do this page, mainly because the floral one has tulips on it, and the flower arrangement I had tulips in them as well, and those are my favorite flowers, so I kind of saved that paper specifically for this layout. So I'm just trying to decide what I want my background to be, and I'm going to go ahead and go with the aqua cardstock. And yeah, and then I pulled out that little scrap piece of triangle paper from Teresa Collins, but I'm not going to use that. I think I wanted to, but it just wasn't going to happen. It didn't quite work. And in this one, I believe Kaylin is scrapbooking with me as well, so you may see her hands every so often popping in. She's working on a American Girl scrapbook. We got her some supplies at Michael's to make a scrapbook for her American Girl doll, so that's what she was working on. You might see some of it. Okay, so I backed my picture with that pink cardstock by Tim Holtz. The teal cardstock there's from American Crafts. And yeah, see, I put that down, and I'm thinking I want to use it, but I don't know. It wasn't working. So, okay, so I'm pulling out this chipboard sheet, and this is from Crepe Paper from their Craft Market line, and I'm going to use the large love letters, and that is going to be part of my title. And they're not super sticky, so I'm just kind of laying them down lightly. I'm not pushing them down or anything quite yet until I figure out where I want them, but I believe that's where the title's going to end up as well. So I'm just pulling a few things off of this chipboard sheet. I'm going to try to use up as much as I can here. I think that little banner there says pretty, I want to say it says pretty awesome. And then I used one of the speech bubbles, which is a exclusive to the kit from Evalicious, I think. Yeah, Evalicious. And it says I love this on it. That's the little speech bubble I put next to the title there. And then I also put a sticker that says #delightful, and that is from the Webster's Pages sticker sheet that we got in the kit as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick my title down here because I am pretty positive I know that's where I want it to go, so I'm going to go ahead and get the chipboard elements stuck down. I'm having a little trouble with my fine line here. It got clogged up somehow, and I'm like, this is not supposed to be happening. I bought this so that my stuff wouldn't get clogged up, and it's still, I don't know. I may need to go get the one with the bigger nozzle on it. It's still pretty fine, but there's like a different gauge. It's a little bit bigger, so I may need to do that. It might come out a little bit easier for me. I'm just going to go ahead and get those stuck down. And let's see, what else do I do? This one ends up being fairly simple. I don't do a ton to it. I'm going to add a couple of these cork hearts, and those are from Freckled Fawn, and those came in the kit as well. I think everything I used on here came from the kit. I don't believe I pulled anything from my stash at all, except for the 6x6 papers, which came in last month's kit. I'm going to finish up my title here, and I'm going to use these little alphabet stickers from the Webster's Pages. I had issues with them though, because they're not cut very well, so a lot of the, like I had to rip them off, some of them, and yeah, I don't know. I actually considered just not using them at all, but then they started getting a little bit better, so they're getting a little bit better right now, so I'm like, all right, I'll deal with it. But yeah, I don't know, they weren't cut very well, so they were a little bit difficult to get off the sheet at first. And I'm using my fine line again to put these down because they're not super duper sticky. I don't know what it is with the quality of some like stickers and thickers and things like that, but they're just not sticky. So I don't know if they're cutting corners or what's going on, but I'm having to use my glue a lot to stick things down. So I use those to spell the word Valentine, so my full title is going to be Valentine Love. And as Kaylin's that she's working on, I gave her a bunch of brads, and she was asking me to punch some holes through the paper for her because I won't let her use my paper piercer. So I also had that little scrap there from the 6x6 paper pad, and that's just a scrap that I had left over from a different layout, so I wanted to echo the tulip paper there. And so the story about Valentine's Day is funny because my husband and I decided that we were not going to get each other gifts this year. And we're not huge on Valentine's Day. Like, we don't make it a big deal and go out and do all this stuff. But so this year we decided we were not going to, let's just not get each other gifts, not worry about it, whatever. And he ended up getting me a bouquet of tulips and roses. And I ended up getting him like a little shaker bottle for his protein shakes that he uses after he works out. And yeah, so neither one of us listened to that promise that we said we were not going to get each other anything. So we were fail. At least it's a good thing to fail on, right? So I wanted to document it. And that's what my journaling is about, is, we said we were going to do this, and then we totally did not do that. I also added a couple of enamel dots, and those I actually got from a friend, Emily, who sent me, we traded pocket letters, and she sent me some, I think that those are homemade enamel dots, like using the perler beads and stuff, and they're really cute. I might need to think about experimenting with making my own enamel dots. I know a lot of people do it, but they turned out really cute, so she sent me a little handful of pink ones, so they were adorable. And then I also add a So This Happened sticker, and that came from the Webster sticker sheet as well. And I'm also going to add the year with these letters here. Those aren't letters, those are numbers, sorry. There we go, and that's going to complete my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. And if you haven't checked out the hip kits, make sure you go check them out because they have been super awesome. I'm really happy with them. Okay, have a great day, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.